Welcome back to my channel. So today we get to hear some lessons about property management. In 2023, a lot changed, especially in how I conduct my property management business. And I'm going to share so many of these lessons in this video, so stay around to the very end. And if you like this video, please share with your friends and continue subscribing, liking, commenting, because I really love your interaction. One of the lessons was treating this as a serious business, because sometimes we treat property management as an accidental business, whereby when you acquire properties, you're like, okay, accidental landlord. Sometimes you don't know what to do, how to go about it. So property management is an actual business. You need to learn the ins and outs of property management and treat it as such, you see? So this really helped me this year, learn some of those things and actually enforce them in my business, such as whatever the lease says, you see. That's a good lesson, to follow your lease, because not only will it save you time, headaches, and money, guess what? If you don't do it, it can cost you, because legally you're supposed to follow that lease because it's a legal agreement between you and your tenant. So I definitely will continue enforcing this lesson, and also whatever the lease says stands. Client says such and such about this. Guess what? What does the lease say? You see? So because you have to remind your clients that it's all about the lease. This is what we agreed upon. Another thing is also following your criteria. Do you have a criteria when you start? Or is any and everybody your client? I have a criteria. So following that criteria is very phenomenal. And I'm definitely going to use this year, because I have a criteria where we check credit, we check background, we need to hear your finances, we need to actually verify that you have a job, you see? So doing all these things are necessary, especially if you really want quality clients. Because sometimes we think, okay, if I can just get somebody to pay the bills, if that person is not a quality client, it's gonna cost you, actually, in the long term. Cost you more money, cost you evictions, it costs you so many in different ways. Because the people have actually sometimes, I was like, okay, so they can't afford to do the background check, and I waive the background check. They can't afford to do this, I waive. Those are the people who have been the most headaches. I'm sorry. Because if you can't afford it, maybe this is not for you. I'm sorry. Maybe, you see, maybe this is not the property for you. So I hate to exclude people sometimes, but this is my criteria, especially for the clients I'm looking for. And the third thing is continuing to do inspections. A lot of landlords and property managers don't do it, but you really need to be doing regular inspections. Because if you don't do those inspections, guess what happens? You don't know how somebody's keeping up with your home, you see? So those delays in wear and tear can cost you in the long run. Right now, we literally have to replace the whole flooring because the tenant did not think to mention that the pipe broke, and for literally close to a month, the water was flowing, you see? So now we have to take down the whole flooring. And if we had done inspections, especially regular inspections, we probably could have caught some of those things. So inspections are a must, making sure they are consistent. In the summertime, before even the summer, are you servicing your AC units? You see, we did that this past summer, and that saved us a lot of money, because a lot of ACs were going out, you see, left and right, and it costs so much money. So if we hadn't serviced them, guess what? We would have been paying fees after fees after fees. So it helps when you're servicing your ACs regularly, and then the clients also know that you're paying attention. So they will treat their property the best way they can, because they know that you're paying attention. Another thing is making sure that you know exactly how you want this lease to go. So say, for example, if the client is 1 month late, are you giving them a pay or quit notice? Or are you waiting at the 2nd month and the 3rd month and the 4th month? I've seen a lot of landlords who waited 6 months before they went through the eviction. We're not doing that. Literally in 2 weeks, we send them the pay or quit notice. Reason being, We've wasted a lot of money and time dealing with evictions this year. One client stayed for 3 months, couldn't pay. Finally, they ended up moving, so that's a lot of money. And then they trashed the property. Another one, 2 months. It was so many different things. And yet they kept saying, oh, we're going to do it. We are going to do it. You see? So at least if you know, okay, this is going to be 1 month and you know you lost a month and then the month will be covered by their security deposit, that's one thing. However, the more months, the more trash, the more, you see, abandoning the property, that's costing you at the end of the day. So as a property manager, to service my clients to the best of my ability, I have to make sure that these are rules I'm enforcing to help my clients, you see. Last but not least, communication is important. So it's going to be communicate, and even communicate some more. So if you don't feel like you're communicating enough, that means continue to communicate. So this can be in writing, this can be in emails, and also whatever it says in your lease, you see? Because if your lease says give a 30-day written notice, I need you to give a 30-day written notice. And that's why you have to also remind tenants how you prefer your communication to be. Is it just a text? Is it a call? Is it, you see? Because that communication needs to be consistent. But you continue communicating such that everybody is on the same page. Because this will not just help you save time and save money, also a headache, you see? Do away with so many of those headaches and guesswork, excuses. So at least if you over communicate and everybody is on the same page, that will be phenomenal for your business, especially in 2024. So I wish you all the best of luck. For all of you who are skeptical about property management, who are scared to start, guess what? I started learning on the job, you see? On the job training. I didn't have any experience about property management 6 years ago, but I put myself out there and I started the business and I stay helping other clients too. So guess what? You can do it too, because you just have to keep doing it and enforcing certain systems and going through with it, and you will be a great success in 2024. Mention in the comments below what you think and what you took out of this, because this is going to be helpful for you, especially you just starting out. Until next time.